Call it spring, like everything is new. The sunflowers.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Things are looking a little bit different today because I am fulfilling one of my dreams, and that is to have a cooking show. And I thought the perfect time to make my own dreams come true is during quarantine, when I have a plethora of time dedicated to nothing. So today it's going to be a bake with me as we make banana bread. I have seen so many people making banana bread, and I just decided that I had to share my favorite recipe for banana bread for all time. As you guys may or may not know, I was a summer camp counselor this previous summer, and I worked in the cooking department where I taught cooking classes. So this is my apron from there, and this is the recipe from the head cooking instructor, Leslie, who was super awesome, and she'd make this so often, and I wanted to share it with you guys because it is one of my favorite recipes. So it is super easy, and it makes a lot. I have halved the recipe because it's very large, but you can use, I will post it down below, and I will have the measurements kind of as the video goes on so you can follow along. And I'm so excited to be doing this different type of video for you guys today. So let's just get started. First step, we are going to combine our dry ingredients. We will be taking 3.5 cups of flour. You can just take a knife to evenly dust that off to make sure it is the correct amount. Next, we are going to be taking 1.5 teaspoons of salt. Next is sugar, so we will be taking I'm going to do a cup of the regular sugar and 1/2 cup of brown sugar, just to add a little moistness. Also, we will be adding 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon. I really love cinnamon, so I'm just gonna be a little bit generous just because I think it's a important part of the flavor. But you can add more or less depending on your own taste. Or if you're allergic, leave it out completely. We are going to go ahead and give that a stir and then set it aside so we can move on to our wet ingredients. Now we're gonna go ahead and look at our wet ingredients, and we are going to be using buttermilk, vanilla, butter or margarine, and our bananas. Now these are frozen, so I'm just gonna go ahead and give them a quick mash. They've been thawing out, some of them, because it's perfectly fine to use frozen bananas. If your bananas maybe went ripe and you didn't have a chance to make the banana bread, this is a great recipe you can go ahead and mush them up, label how many bananas are in there, and then just thaw it out. So we are using 5 bananas, which sounds kind of like a lot, but we also do not use eggs in this recipe, so it's gonna really just help the bread stay moist and be super flavorful with lots of yummy banana taste. Okay, so that looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and get out our mixer so we can mix these all together, and it's just gonna save your arm from beating it in. All right, everyone, we have moved a minute to go by an outlet so we can beat everything together. We're gonna go ahead and pour in that buttermilk, as well as adding in our butter, but I'm gonna go ahead and combine these slowly. just added the vanilla, and now I'm going to stir and then combine with our dry ingredients. We are going to go ahead and combine the 2 ingredients, and then I will show you guys what it looks like. Okay, we are almost done, and I wanted to quickly talk about the pans that I will be using. There is a bread pan. It's basically the size of 2 or a little bit like 1.5, or you can use a tiny one if you have them. My grandmother, so she likes to use these because it really makes it easy for gifting banana bread, since banana bread recipes so often make such large amounts. And I couldn't agree more because this one makes a large amount as well. Now, while we are waiting on the oven to preheat, the 2 ingredients have been combined. We get to talk about mix-ins. Now, these are my favorite mix-ins to use. While we were at camp, we weren't allowed to use nuts because everybody has a nut allergy these days. So it's just better to be safe than sorry than to be causing an allergic reaction. And at home, we don't have any nut allergies, and I love pecans, so I have chopped up some. And have those to the side. And then also, I love chocolate chips in mine, so I will be using semi-sweet mini. Personally, I think mini chocolate chips melt better in baking. I think they're a better proportioned bite of chocolate, but it's to each his own. Dark chocolate would be really good here, milk chocolate. I don't really know if I'd enjoy white chocolate. I don't think the flavor would shine as well, but it's up to you. You could add in chocolate chips and nuts, or neither, or if you want to do walnuts, or you can, like I just said, add in nothing. So I will be kind of doing all. I'm gonna have one of the mini ones plain, and then one of them with chocolate chips, and then one of them with just nuts, and then probably the large one I will go ahead and put chocolate chips because I just think it's super good. I did not think I would like chocolate chips in my banana bread until I tried this recipe. So, you know, shows you never know what you like till you try new things. But we're gonna go ahead and spray the pans and then pop that in. Just spraying my pans. I like a hefty spray, so I feel like I've really gotten it. That's good. Added the batter to the first little pan. Look how cute. We're gonna go ahead and put them all in the oven for 40 minutes, but the smaller ones I'm gonna check around 20 minutes because they are so tiny, but a regular loaf should take about 40 minutes, give or take. All ready to go in. And now we wait. Hey everybody, they are all done and they smell so good, and I'm so happy with how they turned out. So the largest loaf pan took about between 40 to 50 minutes. This oven here, I don't quite feel like it's as hot as mine at home, but you can just watch it and you wait for it to get brown and that nice thick crack along the top, and then you just stick your knife in to make sure it comes out smoothly, just like with cake. I really love banana bread, kind of warmed up, toasted a little bit. So good with coffee, with tea, for breakfast, as a snack, and this freezes really well. If you just wrap it in some plastic wrap and then some tin foil, it works really good then too, and then you can just thaw it out, so if you make a lot and have too much. But I hope you guys like this. The recipe link will be down below. Bye, y'all have a great time, and tag me in your pictures if you try it. I'd love to hear how it worked out for you.